Recording in progress.
We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call.
Buns,
Present.
Wyatt,
Here.
Lawson,
Here.
Reister and Sewell are approved absent today.
Okay. Okay, this is where the fun part starts because there's only the two of you and it's like Lori and
Bounce back and
Kate,
forth.
yeah, I know.
Your turn,
So
my
do I
turn,
have
your
a
turn.
motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, motion carried. Consent agenda. Any questions? All right, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, I don't think, mayor's comments, we just still appreciate the public works guys, what they still do with the snow and
Did you get the water
sanding.
main done today?
Yep.
Okay. We'll move on to committee reports.
Public Works. We met Wednesday, January 11th. The first item of discussion was the purchase of a new dump truck for the street and water department. Jake had reached out to several distributors, dealers, and had come across a tough road that most of them had no inventory or was spoken for until 2025, 2026. The only bid we really received that was in our time frame that would work for us was from Don's Truck and Sales. The cost of the vehicle is $162,196. After trade and some of the additions we needed to make on the truck, it's on the agenda for tonight at $142,101. Those funds would be coming out of our reserve from Public Works, Water, and Sewer reserves. So that motion carried 4-0. Second line item was we had some residents that were asking about putting an ice rink in. And we discussed, talked, tried to figure out where within the park we could do that. Currently, we tabled that any discussion until Chrissy found some more information out from City of Waterloo, how they do it and the materials they needed. So that's been tabled. The next item on the agenda was Mid-America has informed us that we're gonna be, as a city, liable for the maintenance of the street lights,
Just downtown.
just downtown.
Oh, just downtown, okay.
So Jake got with Chapman to find out about changing the bulbs to LED, also to find out from Mid-America if there's any grants available for making that change to LED.
And
So
just
we're
so
waiting.
everybody knows, talking with Chapman, to switch them all to LED, more than possible to do, but to get kind of the light that's out there now,
That yellow.
that's
right.
not possible. He said he checked into it and he cannot get the bulbs that color. So
Is
it'd
it
be-
just the ones along Eldora?
Just the ones downtown, like out here by the library and along.
Right, but like as far up as the post office or?
Everything downtown. Because they're all after a meter, so Mid-Am says we're responsible for maintenance. They don't maintain anything after a meter,
After a meter.
because all the lights are metered downtown.
But we're not responsible for the ones in the neighborhoods.
Correct.
Interesting, cause, what's his name, told me that he would fix the solenoid that's in the one by the post office if we send him a Jeremy Sorensen.
Yeah, that's what I was, actually, I think, I'd have to check who called me.
Huh,
But anywho,
interesting.
so, for the LEDs downtown, they can only get LED.
Oh,
They
white.
can't get, yeah, nothing colored that, so. It's a little more money to keep doing what we're doing and less efficient, but you get that kind of nostalgic light compared to bright LEDs downtown, so it'd be whatever everybody's choice is, so.
I don't mind the bright white.
Would you do them all at once or would you do them as they go?
Probably do them all at once. I mean, we could do them as they go, but it's gonna look
Weird.
kind of bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now, that's still in committee,
Sure.
so we'll
Okay.
get some results from that. We had 4 sewer adjustments that are on the agenda for this evening. We had some discussion about putting a cap or limit on the sewer adjustments as they seem to keep coming in. And for those residents that are gonna be applying for adjustments year after year after year, we're gonna ask them that they have to put a second meter in, that we're not just gonna keep approving those sewer adjustments. So, I don't wanna say they're getting out of hand, but they're getting repetitive pretty fast, so. Finally, Christie gave us a committee report on the FY 2022 budget and where things are headed, looking forward of where that budget's gonna lie. Then our meeting adjourned.
FYI, the skate rink always used to be in
In the
the,
basketball court.
it was in the
at park.
basketball court.
Basketball
They would put something down and then put the ice on top of it so it didn't ruin the concrete.
Oh, okay.
And then they would always have it there, just an FYI, if,
Okay.
in case you're looking at
They didn't
somewhere.
even do that. Before there was that area that where, the overflow goes out, they would just flood the basketball court.
Just plug it.
Yes.
The
The
fire department.
fire
would do
department
it.
did it.
Yeah, they would
Okay.
come and do it every year.
I mean, we're talking 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Not that long. No. Okay, maybe 30 or 40. But that's where it used to be back in the day, so
Yes.
just an FYI.
That's where the
Yeah.
discussion has been.
Yeah, is that where it's, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Thanks. Any questions for Jeff? Okay, we'll move on to the public hearing. Open the public hearing for amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Hudson, Iowa, 2017 by amending provisions pertaining to sidewalks. Any written comments? Any oral? I will close the public hearing then. We will move on to general government. The Hudson City Council maintains the right to waive the first and second readings of the ordinances presented and may pass the third and final reading of the same ordinance within the same council meeting. Item A, discussion action to approve the third reading of ordinance 879, an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Hudson, Iowa by adding chapter 102, fat, oil, grease, the FOG program.
So moved.
Second,
Okay? Roll call?
Lawson,
Aye.
Wyatt,
aye.
Buns,
Aye.
motion carries 3-0.
Okay. Item B, discussion action to approve the first reading of ordinance 880, an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Hudson, Iowa by amending provisions pertaining to sidewalks, and that's where they have to be cleared off in 48 hours after snow.
Yeah, right now it says that it has to be done within a reasonable time frame, and we're just gonna put the 48 hours in it to match everything else.
So I would move that we pass the first, second, and make this our third reading.
Okay.
Otherwise, you think about it, it's a month and a half away.
I was gonna say, I'm not really that concerned about it, if these guys wanna do some community policing, saying that it's on its way,
But it's
but,
coming. I'd be fine with that.
but I don't care one way or the, either way I'm okay with.
I would just as soon we just go with the first reading.
Okay.
That's my,
Nope,
That
we'll
way
stay
it
with
gives
the
people
first.
an opportunity to come in. I don't know that
Right.
anybody would
I
complain
don't
about it,
know.
but it at least gives them the opportunity. It's not
Okay.
a.
I agree with the,
I think it's
community
important
policing.
we get out and
Yeah,
Yeah.
start notifying them though.
you heard about
Okay.
that?
So you move?
So moved.
For the first reading only or
First reading
second?
only.
Okay.
Either way,
All
okay.
right, any further discussion? Roll call.
Lawson,
Aye.
Wyatt,
Aye.
Buns,
Aye.
motion carries 3-0.
Discussion action to approve resolution 3027, a resolution to approve the purchase of a dump truck for the Public Works Department not to exceed, I believe, $143,000. So,
What?
I'll move it.
I'll second it, but I have some questions. We don't think any ordering opportunity, I mean, this is not a dump truck that's not working. It's obviously getting old, it's past its lifespan, getting old. We don't think any ordering is gonna get any better in the next year or anything, correct?
So what we ran into, we had some repairs for the truck that needed to be done, and we couldn't find the parts. They were, I think you bought the last part that was in the whereabouts of anybody knowing.
Yeah.
It just seemed like bid after bid were all the same, that it was gonna be 2025, 2026 before we'd be able to even,
I reached out to 7 manufacturers, 7
Wow.
places, and I could only get one bid. There was another bid that he thought maybe he could get one. I've called him 5 times in the past 2 months and got nothing.
And we did have money reserved for this. We
Yeah.
knew this was an upcoming expense,
Yeah, I think
obviously.
in my reserves right now, not including this budget, I think I have like 140, 150,000. And then we are gonna be pulling, probably about 25% of the truck from water sewer, so.
Okay. No, let's get it fixed.
Okay.
Do your job, right, I mean, make it so you can do your job easier.
Yeah,
Smarter, not harder,
and the
right?
truck we're getting rid of is 20 years old, it's a 2003.
Is there somebody that wants that?
It's getting traded in, they're actually giving us 23,000 to
Yeah.
trade
Oh, we
in.
think
got
that's a
it.
good price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Did you think that this price was high compared to what you thought it was gonna be for the new one?
I figured, honestly, I think Ford across the board, if we would've got more bids, Ford probably would've been the cheapest. I was expecting 180 to 200.
Okay,
So sort of the number we had thought about in committee too, it was
Was it
probably
couple?
gonna be just under that 200 number, but,
okay.
yeah.
I would have no idea how much a dump truck would
It's
cost.
crazy,
so-
like our loader we bought a few years ago, I think we spent around 130, 140 on that.
I can't
And now you
imagine.
can't hardly touch them for 200,000. So.
Wow.
Stuff has been crazy, so, nope, great.
Okay. Roll call?
Buns,
Aye.
Wyatt,
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
All right, item D, discuss an action to approve resolution 3028 to approve public records request policy amendment.
So moved.
I'll second, but let's reiterate what this is.
Instead, it tells us there was a change in the law that we can't charge unless it takes us over 30 minutes to compile
Got
the
it.
information.
Or to, yeah.
If
fill
somebody comes in with a
records.
public request.
Correct.
Public records request?
Correct,
Okay,
Okay, so this is just updating based on the state law.
correct.
Thank you.
all right, roll call.
Lawson,
Aye.
Wyatt,
Aye.
Buns.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Item E, discussion action to approve resolution 3029, a resolution accepting the resignation of employee, and this is Caleb Lind of the police department.
So moved.
Second.
What if we say no?
All right, roll call.
Wyatt,
Aye.
Lawson,
Aye.
Buns.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Item F, discussion action to approve resolution 3030, a resolution approving an amendment to the annual budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023, with a public hearing on February 13th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Wyatt,
Aye.
Lawson,
Aye.
Buns.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
You don't have to get all choked up about
I know, right?
it. Thanks, though.
You're welcome.
Discussion action to approve resolution 3031, a resolution, and this is just setting the public hearing for the fiscal 24 year of maximum property taxes for the fiscal year ending June 30th of 2024, again with the public hearing then on February 13th. And you have copies of the budget in front of you, and it actually is being lowered by a couple of cents from the previous year. So I will move to go ahead and set the public hearing.
Second.
Okay,
Third.
any other questions, discussion?
I appreciate everybody's fiscal responsibilities.
Yes, yes. So roll call.
Buns,
Aye.
Lawson,
Aye.
Wyatt.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0.
Okay, there are 5 informational items in the packet. Reminder items, regularly scheduled meetings are held in the council chambers except for the library board. Public Works on February 15th. Mayor's Task Force has already been canceled for February. Public Safety on February 23rd. And Personnel, Admin, Finance on February 27th.
There's
Ne-
a public safety meeting on January 25th,
26.
26th.
Okay.
Just an FYI to
Okay,
everyone.
okay. Next council meetings will be on Monday, February 13th, and Monday, February 27th. So motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
I didn't want to be like that.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carried.
Thanks,